All right, let's just jump right into it. Today, we're going to tackle a digital headache that, let's be honest, we all have. Just messy, chaotic files everywhere. We're going to look at an AI tool called Claude Cowork that's promising to be your very own personal file organizer. First up, let's set the stage with a problem I'm pretty sure you're going to recognize. It's that one folder on your computer that's basically a magnet for digital clutter. I mean, come on, you know the one I'm talking about, your downloads folder. It's this chaotic mix of random screenshots, PDFs you forgot you even had, old software installers, zipped files. It's literally the digital version of that junk drawer in your kitchen where everything just lands. But what if, just imagine, what if you could hire a little personal assistant to clean it all up for you, instantly and perfectly, every single time? Well, that's pretty much the idea we're diving into today. So let me introduce you to Claude Cowork. It's a new feature from the AI company Anthropic, and it works right on your computer. Now, the key word here is autonomously. That means it can read, create, and organize your files all by itself just based on your instructions. You don't have to constantly click and drag. Now, I know the first question on everyone's mind is going to be, is it safe? Well, Cowork runs inside what you can think of as a little protective bubble on your computer. It never, ever uploads your personal files to the cloud. And maybe most importantly, this thing isn't some runaway train. It always shows you a plan and asks for your permission before it does anything big. You are always in the driver's seat. And getting started is honestly surprisingly easy. If you happen to be a Claude Mac subscriber using the Mac app, you just point it to the folder you want to clean up, you write a simple instruction in plain English, and then you just give it the final thumbs up on the plan it comes up with. No complicated coding or anything like that. So, what does this actually look like in action? Let's take a look at how it can take a folder from total chaos to perfect order. So, here we go. This is the before picture. A classic downloads folder, right? It's got a little bit of everything. Screenshots, documents, invoices, installers, archives. I mean, it works, but it's not efficient. Finding anything in here means you're either searching for it or scrolling. A lot. Okay, so to fix this mess, you give it a command, kind of like the one you see here. And notice how specific this is. You tell it the goal, the exact actions it needs to take, and this is crucial, the safety rules, like do not delete anything. And then you ask for a little report of what it did. This right here is the secret to getting fantastic results. And here's the result. It's beautiful, isn't it? In just a few minutes, that chaotic folder is transformed into this clean, logical system. Every file is exactly where you'd expect it to be, and it all happened automatically. This is really the magic of using AI for those tedious little admin tasks. But wait, it gets even more powerful. Cowork isn't just a sorter, it can handle really complex workflows. It can say, read a whole folder of PDF invoices and pull out all the key data into a single spreadsheet for you. Or it can convert a whole batch of photos from one format to another. It could even rename hundreds of files in a perfectly consistent pattern. I mean, the possibilities here are huge. This brings us to probably the most important part of using a tool like this. You gotta tell it what to do. The quality of your instructions, your prompts, that determines everything. Okay, just look at this comparison. On the left, you've got this vague command like delete the junk. That's super risky. The AI has to guess what you think junk is, and, well, it could get it wrong and you could lose something important. But on the right, the instruction is precise. It defines the categories, the naming style, what to do with weird files, and, critically, it forbids deletions. Specificity is safety. So let's just boil this down into 4 golden rules. Number 1, always explicitly forbid deletions. 2, make it give you a receipt, a log file of everything it did. 3, never skip reviewing the plan it comes up with. And 4, when you're just starting out, practice on copies of your files, not the originals. If you follow these rules, you get all of the power with none of the risk. So what's the big payoff for learning all this? Well, as early users are already reporting, it's really about getting your time back. By automating all these low-level, annoying chores, you free up your mental energy to focus on the work that actually matters, the creative stuff, the strategic thinking. You know, this really points to a much bigger shift in how we're starting to interact with our computers. We're moving away from them being simple tools and more towards them being collaborative partners. And the scale of this is pretty impressive. We're not talking about organizing like 10 files. We're talking about tasks that involve hundreds of files. Work that would take a person hours of tedious clicking, and it gets it done perfectly in just a few minutes. That's a fundamental change in how efficient we can be. So, the big takeaway here is this. Tools like Claude Cowork are moving AI out of the realm of abstract ideas and turning it into a genuinely useful, practical partner for handling all those digital chores that just weigh us down. It's about making technology work for you in a much, much more powerful way. And that really just leaves us with one final and I think fascinating question. As this kind of technology gets better and easier to use, it's no longer a matter of if AI is going to help with our daily tasks, but which ones. So what's the next tedious chore on your list that you'd just love to hand over to an AI assistant?